Hello, welcome back. Last time I didn't feel very capable of doing anything, but I did figure out a few more things in the room that I am in. It's just going to take as long as it takes to work out a route that actually does the job here. So where I left things... I thought I understood everything right up until, well, this point, I guess. I can do these in either order. I don't remember which one I settled on as the one I prefer. 3 things are flying to the right in synchronization. This one, and this one. This floor switch is a big mystery. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. This white spot here is something I have to touch. That one down there is something I have to touch afterward. Yeah, where I left off was realizing that I can't go down here first because the sequencing is all wrong. I did have a way to climb up this shaft, but it involves a lot of waiting, and then if I do that from this side, everything gets away from me. And it's pretty clearly wrong. What still feels the most natural of anything, even though I haven't figured out how to a way to... Oh, wait a second. Oh, I see something. I don't know how I'll pull it off, but I do see something that might be important. So, you know how there's this mover, that one right there? No, yes. Wait, really? Here? So I got this problem. Where you go over this really awkward set of things, and I like jump over those hurdles and hate doing it every time. Then I don't know what I'm doing to get to this touch switch. What if I'm wave dashing on it when it's way over here? Like, do it as early as possible, get way ahead, do a forward air hyper on this, because I was doing backward and that felt bad. So forward air hyper, go up there, do the wall bounce as planned, have plenty of time to hit the white thing, get down, hit the switch... Right, and then I'll be ahead of this thing was in my way last time I tried to do things like that. Although I was doing them differently. Anyway, yeah, so I think that thing's gonna be like coming over through here as I'm wall bouncing on the door. Then I hit the switch. Possibly while hitting the switch, do a reverse wave dash, get over here. Do whatever business needs to happen here, which is something I have yet to figure out. Then I can remount you, who will be in a comfortable place. Use it to get over. The right side of that has retracted spikes, right? Yes, I can only wall bounce on that once. I'll be using the top of it. Okay, so one of these springboards, probably the top one, which will have fallen to about there, will take me up to a place where I can get on top of mover number 2. I'm seeing this a little more clearly now today. After I've done that, I use it to initiate an ultra on this block. I can still be actually a fair bit ahead, I think. So ultra on that block. Get the yellow thing with... I still don't know what move I use there. It looks like it wants to be a wall bounce, but I checked and that would not get this crystal. Although I didn't check very well. Maybe if I'm like at the lowest possible point it would. Yeah, if I could wall bounce at the lowest possible point, get that crystal, that'd still put me high enough to wave dash on that and... Wave dash all through here, catch the vertical thing as it's going through there, and then the rest I theoretically understand. Okay, I think what I just described is the route that feels the most right. There are a couple of parts where I don't know how to pull it off, especially right here. Where else? And right here. And a little bit right here. Okay, so those are my 3 problem spots. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. Let's work on number 1. Do I need the top one? Doesn't matter, I want to always be doing this just because it's easier to not have like 2 different sets of opening moves. Even if, yes, this set of moves is harder, I still prefer to have just one. Looks like I remember how to do this reasonably well. So that's good. Some learning happened there. I mean, I'm messing up the double back and forth bunny hop thing, but that's okay. Alright, what question am I trying to answer here? How to deal with problem spot number 1. Let me just get there and see if there's a natural looking way to do it, because I haven't tried thinking of that in the way I'm currently thinking of it before. Okay. I just need to get my calibrations in order for this first part. Currently they're not. It always takes a bit. How? I guess I just need to truncate that second jump more? Okay. Think about... well, I would like to have thought about truncation, but something else got in the way. Think about truncation. I thought about it! Ah! Huh. There we go. Okay, I'm here. I think I'm veering left enough. Kinda. That didn't look very promising. Let's get a more real attempt, though, and see if it can become promising. I wish you would boost. I just don't have enough control to make that happen all the time. I understand which variables are wrong when it doesn't. I don't have a way to set those variables ahead of time, I just get to watch it happen as they're in the wrong place, and my run dies. And then that can happen too. Okay, no, that still was bad. There we go. Alright. Oh! So, I see something new. I see a route. So if I am doing top springboard first, what I do with the bottom springboard is interrupt it instantly and use it for a down left dash that leads into the wave dash that takes me to the right of that. Ah, that won't work. This thing's still too low, isn't it? No. No, it's not. No, the height is perfect. That'll work fine. Yes, okay. Okay, so I have a goal. I know what I want to do. So that springboard is just a dash refresh, pretty much. I tried. Well, hold on, how many dashes do I have there? 1. That crystal... well, no, with I dash down... yeah, the crystal gives me a dash. Okay, so after wall bounce... upright, down, down right, down left. The down left needs to be really fast. Upright, down... wait, do I need to unplug? Upright, down, down right, down left. Upright, down right, down left. Upright, down right, down left. No, I think I got it. Okay. Ah! Upright, down right, down left. Yeah, like that, but faster, I guess? There. That's really hard to do. Still not doing what I wanted. I'm not convinced this is gonna work. Yeah, really starting to think that's not possible, because I always get too much of a boost off of that. I have to touch this. Like, that springboard has to be used. Ah, so is that why I want to use the bottom one first? Okay, let's reroute to use the bottom one first. And see if I just want to dash down, then use that to line up the wave dash, which sounds way easier. Okay, so bottom first. Bottom. Okay, get used to bottom. It's hard. That was the closest I've had so far. The angle keeps not lining up, so after the wall bounce, I'm higher than I think. Should I try downright instead of waiting to fall? Let's see if that's possible. Alright, so my goal is to dash downright into that spring. Hey, I actually get an attempt at that. No I don't because I didn't boost. Okay. I did the sequence. I wasn't in a position to wave dash there. So the horizontal alignment is wrong. If I could somehow get there way faster, then reverse would work. If I'm not getting there faster, do I want down left? Would that put me into the spring on that thing? How close is it? It's pretty close. It's probably gonna have to be down. I think I only really tried wave dashing in this pit once. Maybe I should try that again. Maybe I just did it badly, and if I'm a little farther left it could work. See, this spike is a little lower than that spike, right? As far as I can tell it is. It's like 3 pixels different. That's why I want my wave dash to start here. I've also seen how that aligns with this thing, so if I want to air hyper on that, then this feels like the right place to start from. Can I speed up anything between, like, here and... Yes, I can! No. No. Wait, hang on. Okay, so what's happening with my dash budget here? I have an extra, don't I? I have an extra that I get from the air super here that I never use. Maybe the idea is that I want to use that to dash down so I can do the wall bounce quicker? I don't think that helps me though, but okay, let's try that. Doesn't work. Can I go like way left? Like, I would have to go way left for that to happen. But yeah, that is a dash that I wasn't using. And I can't imagine how else I would use that other than just down here. Well, I mean... Oh, that was too slow for you? Fascinating. Alright, well let's use this attempt to try and figure out... Okay, so the theory was I'm wave dashing on the floor switch to get down here. So I had an idea. What about... I didn't get to try it, but what about a left dash that doesn't even interact with a springboard? Just avoid the springboard, left dash about where that white thing is. Fall down, get the pink, do an upright and a right, and then use that spring. I don't know if I have time for that. Okay, I didn't get the boost, which was why I was too slow to save the mover number 1. Let's try that again, just better, and see where things land. I didn't use the thing. Bah. Well, that's what happens when you down left dash there. Now I've seen it. Okay, well, no. How many dashes do I have there? If I'm doing bottom first, then yeah, I do have one coming down from here. So I can reverse wave dash in that spot. Hang on, I just need to keep pressing on that until I actually get it, because I think it's possible. And I think it'll do good things for me when I manage. A lot of those moves were similar to what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think it's possible. That would have been it if I had done the dash, I think. Did I have my hair? I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I proved it's definitely possible. I didn't prove it's what I want, but I proved it's definitely possible. Gonna have to do that part a lot faster, but okay, I remain convinced that is the correct route. Okay, so I missed that on the way up, so I lost time by falling back down to collect it. I wasn't efficient with this. I will be ahead of mover number 3. It will be to my left as I descend. I'll reverse wave dash on the switch, and I need to figure out this part, and that needs to be done in isolation. So, gonna ruin all my muscle memory here. Only some of it. Just do the basics for getting through here. Like, I don't even need to... I got a better idea. Just keep things as simple as possible. Yeah, even better idea than that. Yeah, can't I be, like, just incredibly minimal with what I do here? I mean, I gotta do some really uncomfortable hurdling for that to work, but, like, it should be possible. I should probably eliminate at least that one springboard. Alright, you know what? I don't want to skip as many moves as that. This one's not... not such a problem, he says. Let's just skip the top springboard, at least. Nothing is easy. Like, every single individual move just really wants me dead. Like, there's not one move in this entire room that's easy or reliable. It's just a chain of very unreliable, high-pressure things, and every single one of them has to go right, but I don't even know what the chain is yet. That's what I'm trying to discover. Alright, you know what? I only know one way to do this. That's not true, I know a few, but... okay. So, you go away, get out of my life. You will be down. So, from here. Some form of wave dash. I'll even do a reverse just to be fully accurate to what's happening here. Is that it? So do I touch the springboard first, or do I touch it second? Okay, let's pick one of those actions. Let's try touching it first. That's what I've tried before. It feels like the right way to do it. Okay. Getting a little bit of practice at that's not the worst thing. Whoops! That wasn't the jump button, that was the dash button. How do I mix those two up? It happens. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, so isolated practice on that, even though it's not what I'm doing in the final route. Oh, okay. Well, that's the first time that felt possible. Alright, well, I mean, that was most of the answer that I needed. Dang it. Do I want to incorporate this down dash? Not really. It doesn't work with getting a boost out of that. At least not in any way that I've found so far. Nope. It's unboosted. So yeah, it's just better not to do the down dash, it seems like. I need a clearer idea of what I'm doing. Well, let's see if I would do it here like that. Ah, that's arguably just as good or better. And I didn't summon the spikes. So that reverse wave dash without an additional dash does take me all the way to the spring. Okay. I get all the way to the spring. And then my dash gets eaten. I'd prefer that part not happen. See, it's all cool to practice parts of this individually, but the problem is the practice doesn't really stick in a way that actually solves any problems. Like, I can get better at something, but it's always gonna be... Oh, that was odd. I dash down left and up right. Ah, I understand. Because down left involves pressing down. That was a crouch dash down left. Uncrouched up right. That's how my head managed to hit that spike. Anyway, I think it's spring, down left, up right, right, and I'll hit that spring. Probably. I need to see that full sequence. Make sure the last part actually lines up. Then I'll be satisfied and can go back to real attempts, maybe. So what's the timing on the down left dash? Usually earlier than I think. Pattern seems to be that I'm doing it too late. Right doesn't work, it's upright. Okay, so there we go, there's that information. Now let's make sure that still seems true on a second run. Dang it! So I need to watch where I land there and be very left, but this is only important for this little test route. But, I mean, I gotta do the test route. It's important for me. Don't jump too high! Well, that's not going to be a problem eventually. Because that's gonna be a wave dash. So all this stuff I'm doing here is not part of the route. In rooms like this, I find myself wishing I could speed up the respawn animation. Because I always input... Hold on, let me concentrate here. Same thing. I always input like this super too early and get blue hair, or my timing's wrong. Or, you know, I try to do this too early and my timing's wrong. Because it will buffer while I'm respawning. Messing up my timing, but still letting me do the thing, technically. Anyway. Okay, just... run through what you're doing in your head before you do it. I could do a forward wave dash just to ease this a little bit. Spring, down left, at just the right time. Upright, upright. There we go. Like that. Okay, okay, I've done it. Now, let's put it all together. Hold on, is this all together? That was problem spot number... 1 and 2... Okay, so 1's still a problem, but I have seen it work once. 2 is still a problem, but I have seen it work once. 3, I have not gotten a chance to see yet. That crystal is just too far right or too far down. It should be here. That's what would make sense to me. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna spend a moment cheating again. Movement. Jump count. Since this wasn't very conclusive last time I tried to do it, let's try and get a better answer out of this. Let's see, I have to get over this by going way up. This falls, yes. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. Alright, so then... So that didn't make it. Noted. However, okay, I have seen all 3 problem spots work without their problem once each. And I guess I'll be satisfied with that for now. I need to continue real attempts to discover where the rest of the problem spots are, because it's not gonna just be those 3. I already know of several, but those are just a matter of, you know, the inputs are really hard to do every single time, and it will never get any easier, so I just have to have a run where I'm lucky enough for everything to go right at the same time. I missed the crystal. Whoops. After I do this for long enough, it will, I mean, parts of it will get easier. Like, for example, I kind of nailed that. Okay, that was, like, by far the best one of those attempts today. As in, the better of the 2 attempts that have succeeded today. My timing's weird? Might be okay. Alright, I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Ah. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm here. Yo! This is a real attempt. Okay, this is a personal record. Okay. I might just hit that white switch. So I'm doing a reverse wave dash on this thing. I have enough time to line myself up. That thing's not about to shatter. I gotta do the timing. I don't know what happens after this because I haven't seen the alignment of all the movers. I didn't jump high enough. Alright, hold the jump button for longer. Alright? Yep. That is starting to feel scarily natural. Yo! Alright, that's a new record. Oh yeah, that just works. This is fine. Dang it! I've done that once. I just might... I never... Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, right dash will definitely kill me. Cannot right dash, has to be upright, but... all of that depends on the angle of entry. I hate this springboard. Or maybe, more accurately, I hate this spike here. It's just this angle, this... So this level, having been designed on graph paper, should have moved like this one more cell to the right. Like, yeah, one more tile distance between these two would work so much better for me. Maybe then the springboard would put me higher. Okay, one tile down? Wait, but can't I control that? Well, theoretically. Nah, whatever. Just do it. Too high. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Record. Okay, now what? Now Ultra? When? I don't know, nowish? Bah, I missed! Okay, so that shatters there, so at least before that. Okay. 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 So yeah, the key to this is to be a lot lower than looks possible. Okay, so go very low here. Don't worry about the bottom spikes, the top ones are the threat. And it's a right dash into the same spring. The second spring up top doesn't ever get used. That's fine, it doesn't have to. Okay. So right, wave dash, ultra, wall bounce low to get the crystal, wave dash back, and I guess try for the left side of that block because wherever I did it from before did not make it through this exchange. However, okay, so what's the height of the springboard I'll be aiming for afterwards? Bottom of it is 2 tiles below the top of this falling thing. So therefore it's 1 tile below the lowest ceiling spike there. So I died on that thing. Clearly I will be doing an up left dash. But I have to make it like all the way over here first. Up left dash, up dash. Bounce, get the double, initiate a wave dash, right, use your first dash to align, second dash to wave, right, all the way down here, well down, you know, here, this little lower right L bracket is where that thing ends. And then that's the room. Okay. Okay, I'm actually reasonably close, sort of, assuming the theory for the end part works out. More than just theory, like I gotta actually put it into practice. But yeah, I've crossed the killer threshold, and I think if I can do that another couple of times, things will just work out. maybe. Hup, hup, hup. Okay. Okay. Okay, check it out. I'm here. Alright, so I know when that stops. Wave dash on it, don't miss. Right, it moves, so wave dashing is weird. Doing an ultra. When? I can't wait too long. I pretty much need to go now, don't I? Bruh, same thing! Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Hey, I felt like I was in control that whole time. Okay. Yo, that takes me too high. Alright, I'm gonna cheat again for a second. Am I sure an ultra makes any sense there? What if I just did something else? Just a wave dash. Whoops! Right, okay. Sometimes there's like some sort of light cycling that happens on those spikes, and sometimes they're dark in background colors and I can't see them very well. How about an extended hyper? Indeterminate. But okay, so what did an ultra do for me that wasn't quite right? I've been at this for an hour, 3 minutes at this point, by the way. No, okay, so I ultraed on there, but it was too high and it took me into those spikes. So I either need to modulate or okay, but then a wave dash was suspiciously low. However, since I need to do that wall bounce suspiciously low, I feel like a wave dash is the better option. Okay, how far ahead of the tall thing do I need to get? Probably very. So honestly, what I really want to do is as soon as I'm back on mover number 2, just do a wave dash on that right away to get close to this. Extended hyper on that, just so that I'm as early as I can be, because I'm going to miss my ride otherwise. Okay, so I do not think that's an ultra. I did it once, it took me too high, and was probably too late. Okay, other thing might be easier to pull off, but it's hard to say. There we go, I felt in control again. Oh, the right dash, I guess it was too late. That makes me wonder about something. I wonder if I should be using that top springboard, because that's an element I haven't touched. If I do that, that'll probably line me up for... Okay, so I'm going to change my route. Am I? Maybe. See, I hit the spike in between the springboards. This takes a little while to start falling. If my angle is right, then yeah, 2 uprights should take me into that top springboard, which would line me up for a reverse wave dash on that, which is as early as I could do it, which is what I want. Okay, let's try to reroute for top springboard then. Nah. When that goes well, it goes well. Whoops. Yep, here we go. Okay. So, oh, that's way too early for that wave dash. I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, okay. I don't think I had the right angle. I went too fast, of all things. I guess if that happens, and if I can nail a wave dash there, do it anyway, dash right, then initiate the extended hyper. That'll give me more control. Okay. I think that's doable. Huh? Oh, No, I do not get the angle for the wave dash there. It just doesn't happen. So I guess I'm better off landing, waiting a brief moment, and then doing a forward wave dash? That's really hard to do on that block, as I've seen before. But I gotta do it. Alright, alright. What? What? Oh. Huh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ah! You know, I still don't know what I'm doing there. Okay, so here's problem spot number 4. Whatever I'm doing after this springboard and before I'm extended hypering there. I need to get here kind of quickly. A wave dash on that thing, if I could ever do it. It's the most impossible thing, but if I could ever do it, would be the right thing to do. 2 inches between this thing and that thing, and the rate of speed means... yeah, it means it'll be about where I need it to be if I'm doing that about as early as I can do it. No, am I too slow? No, because I have time here. I guess that was technically an ultra, because I did jump higher than I meant to. Yeah, a wave dash wouldn't have taken me there. Okay, so the impulse to ultra is actually pretty strong. I will need to resist it. Here we go again. Do we? It hasn't been an hour and a half yet. I have like 30 more seconds. I was thinking that'd be my cutoff point, but I'm pretty close. Maybe I can push a little harder. No, I should have gone up right. I can't tell when I should have done that. Like, it's just... I do one or the other and flip a coin whether the one you chose was the right one. Huh. Flip a coin. Alright, I chose the right one that time. I need to put my feet on that thing. I'm gonna dash straight up to make that possible. Up was an iffy choice, but it's the one that I made. Alright, so... Up. Of course that would happen. Okay. Remember, you're always too far left. Jump straight up when you want to wave dash. Don't jump left. Jump straight up. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, then down right. Straight up, then down right. Well, okay. That was like halfway between Ultra and Hyper Wave, so therefore I didn't either. Okay. Didn't want to pause there, but that's what happened. Alright, well that was closer to doing what I wanted to do. I'm always so high there, I just have to interrupt the springboard earlier. Just that's what has to be at the forefront of my mind. Interrupt that spring the instant it springs. Doesn't feel like that would work though. Like the very instant it springs, I'll be too low. Try it anyway. Try it anyway. Okay, I tried and it worked. Yeah, I always have to pause here and take a break. Okay, remember. Jump straight up to initiate the wave dash. I think after that wave dash, I want to dash... I don't know, up, to put my feet in a place where I can do an extended hyper on that block, because I'm just not making that happen. That was not a wave dash. That was a non-extended hyper. Okay. Well, I tried to do something, but I wasn't ready for it apparently, so that's... Okay, now hang on, that's informative. Doing the wave dash at that cadence puts me on the right side of this block. Not really where I want to be. I landed there, adjusted, and then did the wave dash. Do I want to try it from the air? In theory, that'll put me closer to where I want to be. I am boosting to the right because that's where the block is moving. Remember that part. Okay, I'm gonna try to change my recipe to that, I guess, now that I'm not pausing before the that part. Or at least I didn't once. I can do it again. That's not what I wanted. What was my plan? Oh, right. I was gonna wave dash in the thing earlier. Okay. See, if I land on the right side, that's no good, because I can't do a reverse extended hyper there. That'll put me too far down. This whole time, would it be just better to try and a modulated ultra? Just don't hold the jump button the whole time? Probably because, like, it's just turning out to be a monumental effort to line up for what I want to line up for there. An ultra's easier to input, I can just modulate. Just do that instead. An hour 52, by the way. My hard stop is at 2 hours. So 8 minutes to make this work. Let's see if I can do anything. Everything's going all wrong, but I'm here. Okay, so the goal is a... Oh, that was before I even touched the springboard. So you know what? The last 2 minutes has just been me being unable to do this first part. I have to do this at the very end. It's going to be incredibly lucky if I actually get a winning run when the next problem is solved. Yeah, so this is how most of my runs look, by the way. If that's the hardest part of the room, and it happens both at the beginning and the end, that doesn't bode well. Still can't reliably get that boost. It's possible if I don't, but much less likely. See, now I'm calibrated this one way. Usually what happens here is I get a wall jump on the way down, and I have blue hair here. Alright, you know what? I'm not going all the way to my hard stop. It's an hour 55 now. Today's not the day. I made some very good measurable progress. I overcame problem spots number 1, 2, and 3, and now I have new problem spot number 4, 5, and I predict 6. This ascent is going to be something serious. No, those are problem spots in terms of things I've never done. Problem spots in terms of things that I've done a lot, but fail all the dang time. This super fails all the time. This climb fails all the time. The wave dash on the thing up there fails all the time. So about like 15% of runs get past those opening moves. Sure, they're quick, but like, just imagine doing that, you know, that many times out of however many, whenever I reattempt. If I get here, this usually goes well. Sometimes I miss this down dash. Often-ish, I don't do the back and forth bunny hop right, and I land in that pit. Rarely I don't clear this. Reasonably often I don't line up for the air super here. More often than not, when I wall bounce here, I don't get the boost. Which again is still possible, it's just much more prone to failure. It feels way better if I get the boost. This part usually goes right. Down here, more often than not, I either miss the thing I'm aiming for or my reverse doesn't reverse. Often I miss the air hyper here. Rarely I miss the wall bounce here, but it does happen. Rarely this reverse doesn't reverse. That one usually cooperates. very commonly this exchange doesn't work. And then if all of that goes right, then it's a good run and I get a chance to try the very next move that has always failed for me. So that's the status. Significant progress was made. I just have to not have it in my mind that I will clear the room today, because I will not be. Maybe next time, maybe not. We will see.